I remember walking these grounds as a wee little wizard. Outrun things. What's up, girl?
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
Well, I mean, if he's breaking routine for a long time, I'd be worried.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Well, need to know a little bit more about the man.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
We'll see what we can do.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
I will be expecting some kind of reward. That's just how the game goes. That's how business goes.
Right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have some fun with these people.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Let him by force, be discreet.
I'll let you guess. That raw, I don't like that man.
You think this is funny?
I think it's hilarious.
I'll cut you from shoes to chapeau. Put me down.
Will you just hold on just a second? I'm gonna like knock you out. As soon as I beat your little henchman. Okay. Now for you.
Arrest them. Now to find out what happened here.
Over there, that way.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. Crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here. Confringo.
Ooh, he was not even expecting this.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
Revelio. How nice.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
It would have been better for you not to even discover me, because all you said was 2 sentences and R.I.P. I'll be a bigger chest if it appears on the map. It's a big chest. I don't know what you're saying at. And people just need to mind their own business. Don't worry about the guy running around in a green cloak. He is none of your concern.
You won't be able to stop as the student from the town.
I need that. I was like, where are you at?
Stupid one. Confringo. Leviosa.
Ooh, lifted both in the air, took them both out.
Best have my wits about me. Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
Ooh, another troll. That's some fun. Ooh, it's an armored troll. Well, I guess a fighter troll. See if you're better than your counterpart.
Expelliarmus.
Everybody gets a lucky shot once in a while.
Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius. Defendo.
Nope, you were just like your counterpart.
Defendo. Protego. Confringo. Stupefy.
Your moves are so basic, so predictable.
Confringo. Stupefy. Expelliarmus.
That's fine.
Incendio.
Makes it easier to hurt you and take you down.
Protego. Glacius. Defendo. Stupefy. Descendo. Incendio.
Oh, couldn't get out of it quick enough.
Glacius.
That's fine though. He already knows he's defeated.
Incendio. Protego. Stupefy.
At this point, we're just having fun with them.
Expelliarmus. Defendo. Incendio. Stupefy.
That's getting closer and closer to hit me each time.
Confringo.
Get closer to release this fire attack.
Should think they felt that in London.
He wasn't worthy enough to get done in
This
style.
looks like trouble. Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes. Revelio.
Family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Looks like the Skull's the big boss.
Shut
You good, dude? I'll pull you off.
You call that spellcasting?
Protego.
Okay, you know what? Just get rid of you real quick.
Confringo.
This is almost too...
Also.
Wow.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Threw him through the fire pit and up against the wall, and he was done for. So fun. We'll come through here.
What will we find in here? Confringo!
Why am I always on? What's that? Who's there?
Don't worry about who's there, dude. That is not your responsibility.
Incendio! Confringo!
Quite mean to me, because when they're down, I don't even give them a chance to let them come up. So,
That student defeated our encampment in the tower.
I did.
Expelliarmus!
And I also need that weapon.
It will take a lot more than that, child.
You know, we're just too far away. I need you closer. So we're gonna wait just a second. Come on. Alright, this is the one. There we go.
Incendio! This is the Adelaide's instincts are spot on.
Got some enemies that shouldn't want any, but... Ooh, an anvil. That's not nice. Kind of.
Arresto Memento.
Try to take him out so I didn't bother to dodge.
I will make you pay.
Incendio!
I won't rest.
You serving the wrong person. That's what happens.
Revelio! Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Sweet, we found him. And he's still alive. I thought we were gonna have to deliver some heartbreaking news again to somebody. Ah, okay, I see something we can mess with now. Looks like a steam machine. And usually machines like that need one thing to power them.
Confringo!
Who's got his wand?
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Vegetables in combat. Your weak human.
These vegetables are hungry.
You're not too slack.
Incendio!
I won't rest.
Glacius!
Better. One less human to worry about.
Throw some more out. So we got a bunch of enemies here.
You are terribly out there.
Go ahead and get him in the air. Okay, like that. Oh, I thought I dodged that.
Better send for gardening in the back.
Arresto!
You just need to stop. Go ahead and add some shield damage because we're in the mix of things right now.
Incendio!
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus.
Was that your best?
Whoever can shoot me, I'm gonna put you in a world of hurt.
Leviosa. Incendio.
That wrong way.
Descendo.
Bounced him.
Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
Confringo. Descendo. You only have Ranrock to blame.
Tad bit sloppy, but we're good.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
That's what I'm talking about. One-man army just storming the castle.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please. Oh, my wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you. You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Multiple
Dear
times.
Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Okay, after hearing that, Ranrock is a little bit justified to hate wizards, but you can't hate all wizards because one freaked out and went nuts on you.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
Well, since you don't have a reward, I guess...
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
I guess in this situation, everybody gets one. But if you get captured again, you're on your own. Unless you got a reward, there will be no second courtesy rescue.